Hey YouTubers, today we have a dishwasher door that got bent because somebody fell on it, which is a very common problem. People kind of walk backwards in their kitchen when the door is open. If you fall on the door, that weight can actually cause a pretty bad bend in your dishwasher door. This is on a Bosch that has a slight bend right here on the right hand side because that's where all the weight came in. So the way to fix it is pretty easy, just should take a few minutes. And the first thing I would try is to just fold up a washcloth to act as a fulcrum, and we put that right at the point where we think that the bend has occurred. On this dishwasher door, it's only really happening on the right side. The left side looks pretty good. I got a straight edge here I'm putting on to get a feel of how bad the bend is. It's very slight. It's a very slight outward bend, which means the door won't close as securely. It's more pronounced on this part, this lower part. That upper part where I had it before, though, is really where the door seals against the rubber seal, which is more critical. So I'm just going to put this folded washcloth right where I see the bend, the crease. And this will act like a fulcrum, and I'm going to put it in position, and then I'll close the door on that, and I'm going to apply some pressure. I'm going to kind of pulse that pressure in with 3 pulses, pushing a little further each time, and then I'll take the washcloth out and then try it to see if it's going to close a little bit better. The problem when the door bends down like that is that then at the top part of the door will not come in good contact with the door seal, so there might be some water that leaks, and also sometimes the dishwasher won't start because the upper part of the door has to close in tightly at the top to activate the door switch. And if it doesn't close in tightly, the door switch won't activate and the dishwasher actually won't start, it won't turn on. So now I'm using some welding vice grips. We'll put a link in the description below. These are helping me to bend the metal straight again. These apply pretty even pressure, and the vice grip aspect helps you to adjust the vice grips to give you the right amount of pressure so you can actually bend the metal a little bit to straighten it out. This is another method that you can use. Usually the washcloth is enough. This is even a little bit more on the aesthetic side just to make it look better, but the functionality side was accomplished by using the fulcrum, the washcloth put against the crease area. And then the other thing we'll do is work on the rubber door seal to pull it out a little bit. I've removed the seal from its metal channel. We'll show you guys how to do that here in a second. And now I'm just cleaning it with some soap, and that gets off any of the dry detergent so the rubber's nice and clean and supple. And then I'm just going to dry it out, and then I'll put it back into its metal channel that holds it. It's easy to pop it back in, it's easy to take out. Here's that little channel, and I'm just going to use my fingers to push it into position and get it in a little tighter. I'm not going to push it all the way in as far as it can go, though. I'm going to push it about halfway in just to kind of get it in position. And then I'll close the door in on it, and that will create a really good tight, watertight seal between the metal door and this rubber door seal. If you push it all the way in, then sometimes you won't get the best seal. So I'm just pushing it in about halfway with my fingers, trying to get it pretty even, and then I'll push the door in closed. It's interesting because if you don't get the seal in far enough, then the door may not close in enough at the top to activate the door seal. So it's kind of a compromise. You don't want to push it all the way in, push it part way, and then push the door in. Maybe use a little bit of force to get the door to go all the way in tight, especially at the top. And that should push the rubber seal into position, and it should also help to activate the door seal. We can see, the door switch, we can see this light blinking, and that means that the door switch is not activated. When it turns solid, as we see now, it means that the door switch has activated and the dishwasher will start. So I'm pushing it in a little bit further at the top because I noticed that it took a lot of inward pressure to get the door switch to activate. So I'm going to try to help this out by pushing the door seal in tight at the top. I am still letting it remain about halfway out on the sides. Okay, now I'll close the door and see if we get that solid light. Yeah, so now the solid light is on. We know it's going to work.
Watching our video, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance, and also click the little bell notification button so we can send you weekly videos on all the different ways of fixing appliances around your home and saving you lots of money. So thanks again for watching, and please also press the like button for our video if this was helpful to you.
Feel free to contact me at the email listed below, which is scottthefixitguy@yahoo.com, with any of your questions.